Welcome to Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire for the final match in the Women's Pro Series Playoffs tournament. This is the final event in the inaugural season of the Women's Pro Series. And in this match, Judy Bowden, who has survived 3 rounds of match play, is going to face off against Lois Queen, who has also won 3 previous matches. On the bottom of the screen, you can see all of the bowlers who were in this tournament. This playoff event has the top 16 bowlers in the Women's Pro Series point standings from all of the events of the year, competing against one another in bracket elimination play. And you can see the first round results were on the bottom, where the first seed went against the 16th seed and so on. And after 3 rounds of match play, Judy and Lois are the 2 bowlers left. They're competing for the title. If I'm not mistaken, the first prize in this event is $500, but don't quote me on that because I didn't write it down. But the more important accomplishment probably is that the winner of this match will have the honor of being the first ever Women's Pro Series Playoffs winner. And there's been some pretty good bowling up here at Lakeside over the first 3 rounds, and both Judy and Lois have been very solid and consistent in moving through match play. Through 2 boxes in this match, Lois has 18, a couple of 9 boxes, and Judy starts with an 8 and a 9 for 17 through 2. Lois Queen, as I'm sure you know, is a veteran of many years on the candlepin scene. I think the first time I saw her, and there is a nice shot by Lois, and you'll see it on replay. As I started to say, the first time that I saw Lois Queen was probably back on the old Candlepin Super Bowl show on Channel 5. That was a mixed doubles show hosted by Bill O'Connell of Channel 5 in Boston, and that show was on for a number of years. Lois has quite a few Pro Tour wins to her credit, and state titles. I don't have them in front of me, but she has a pretty long resume. And Lois fills that spare with 7. She's got 35 after 3. And a 10-pin lead over Judy Bowden. Let's see if Lois can make this 2-7-8 with some wood. And it doesn't go. She made a nice try, but that 7-pin, I guess the wood wasn't quite covering it, and she got a little bit, maybe a little bit too low on the wood, so the ball didn't take the 7 either. So it'll be an open box, and it'll be at a 10 box for Lois, 45 through 4. Judy Bowden with 9. She has 34. So Lois has an 11-pin lead through 4 boxes. Judy also has a very impressive resume. She's from the state of Maine, and she's won a number of state titles up there. And she also had a very successful career on the WCBC Women's Tour. Both bowlers dropping 6, and Lois with a difficult split, not quite able to get the 4 and 7. And Judy hit the object pin, but she's got 3 left. It'll be a 9 box for Lois Queen. She has 54 through 5, and it's also a 9 for Judy Bowden. And we'll take a quick look at the scoreboard as they switch lanes. And as I said, Lois with 54 and Judy with 43 through 5. Judy will move over to the right lane. Lois on the left.
Are you replaying them? May I have them? Thank you. What do you use them? Oh, I would have taken them anyway. Oh, I always ask.
Nice ball by Judy Bowden. Right in the pocket, not much to say about this. Just high flush, 1-3, and that goes down in a hurry. That's a strike for Judy in the 6th. Lois Queen with a 7 drop. She has the 1, 2, and 10. Some wood behind the head pin that might help get that 10 pin. And she's not quite able to use it. She just clipped the left side of the head pin. Didn't get enough of it to either to get the head pin to go into the 10 or to activate that piece of wood behind the head pin. So it'll be an open box in the 6th for Lois Queen. She's waiting for that piece of wood to stop rolling, which you have to do. I think that's one rule that I've never seen called in all the years I've been bowling. I've never seen anyone called for shooting at rolling wood, but nonetheless, you do have to wait for it to stop. So that strike by Judy Bowden will tighten up the match considerably, depending on what she can put on the strike. She drops 6. She's got 2, 4, 6, 7. Piece of wood behind the 2 pin at an angle that really looks pretty promising. If she can hit the 2 pretty full. Wow, I guess I was wrong about that. She did hit pretty full on the 2 pin, but she got the 2 and 6, but the 4 and 7 are still standing. In any case, though, that's an 8 fill on the strike, and that cuts the lead of Lois Queen down to 2 pins. Now it's 3 as Lois picks up a pin with a 10 versus a 9. So Lois has 73 and Judy 70 through 7. Judy Bowden with a nice ball once again in the well, in the 1-2 pocket this time. She leaves a 10 pin. Piece of wood at an angle out in front of it. That could be kind of tricky. She's probably going to have to go pretty high in order to push this back into the 10 or off the wall and into the 10. And that was the problem with it. She kind of went low, didn't get high enough, and that piece of wood just went in front of the 10 pin and didn't go back and take it out. So, and that ball went in the gutter. That'll be a 9 box for Judy Bowden in the 8th. She has 79 through 8. Lois Queen also with a 9 box. She's got 82 through the 8th. Wow, Judy with another nice ball. That could very easily have been a triple strike for her because she really pounded the pocket in both the 7th and the 8th after throwing that strike in the 6th. But unfortunately, and that's even more unfortunate, she kind of got robbed on that one. That was another tricky piece of wood as she tried to get the 6-9, and she wasn't able to do it. And that'll be a 10 box. And Lois with a 10 also. And in the 10th box, Judy hits the head pin again and drops 8, but she's got a 4-6 split this time. Very difficult. And that almost goes. She had a piece of wood in front of the 6, as you can see, and that came across and almost took out the 4. But she'll be open, and it'll be a 9 for Judy, and she will have a 98 in the first string of this. This is a 2-string match, so Lois Queen with an 8 box, and that brings us to the end of this first string, and we'll take a look at the scoreboard in just a second. You can see Lois Queen with a 100 and Judy Bowden with 98. So it's a 2-pin lead for Lois going into the second and final string of this Pro Series playoffs final match.